Hey there, Chef D Malfi here, and welcome to Plant-Based Made Easy. This is a show where every single day, Monday through Friday, we feature a recipe straight from my monthly Plant-Based Made Easy cookbook. And these recipes are always easy, healthy, and delicious. That's what I can promise you. And we follow a structure and a schedule. We do breakfasts, lunches, dinners, snacks, which is today, and then we end the weeks with sweets. Today, I'm going to be making with you a really simple snack recipe that you can put together in less than 5 minutes. I'm actually going to say less than 2 minutes. I'm going to talk and yap and talk about all the different ingredients that you can use, but this one is super sensible snacking, all right? So I'm going to be making for you an almond hummus toast. It's so simple. Let's start with our bread. I really want to feature this amazing bread. I want you to know about it. It's called Ezekiel 4-9. It is sesame bread. It is flourless and it is sprouted. So why sprouted? I love sprouted bread. I love sprouted popcorn. I love sprouted oats because all of it actually contains the micro and macronutrients, and it becomes more bioavailable in our gut microbiome. So when we eat this, said another way and really simply, our guts thank us. They really like all those sprouted living microorganisms that are contained within sprouted goods. So Ezekiel is fantastic. I'm using the sesame sliced bread today, but you can use any of their other their blends. I believe they have a whole wheat, they have a sesame raisin. Any of them would be really, really great. So I have my bread right here. And the next thing we need are our accompaniments. Now I'm going to use olives and I'm going to use red pepper hummus and some almonds. So let's talk almonds for a second. I love almonds. These come from California. These are super duper crunchy and fresh. These actually come from Almond Cow, that plant milk maker that I talk about often. And here's what it looks like when you buy a bag of almonds from Almond Cow. It comes in a 3-pound bag just like this for all of your plant milk making needs and all of your baking and all of your soaking. So it's really great to have a good amount of nuts on hand when you are vegan or plant-based. And if you are going to be making milk, this is great. But I happen to use these almonds for snacking as well. And the reason I love these as opposed to any other almond is because A, they are more affordable. So you get a 3-pound bag, and when you buy in bulk, you can actually save money. But the other reason I like it is because of all of these amazing labels on the bottom of the bag, which I've talked about many times here, but I'll just mention quickly. It has the non-GMO project verified label right here. That's the one with the little butterfly, meaning that these almonds are not coming from GMO seed or genetically modified organisms. They actually are fully, totally organic, really, really wonderful. They also are glyphosate and glyphosate residue free, which is that really terrible herbicide, pesticide that goes onto most of our crops here in the United States, that is. And this is glyphosate free, so you don't have to worry about that. But it also has a wonderful pollinator partnership label. And I love knowing that they're doing great work with other organizations. So check out the Almond Cow. I have a link for $10 off. It's a little coupon. You are welcome to use it. Now, I'm going to talk olives, one of my other favorite foods. Aceitunas said in Spanish. I love it. I love olives of any different color, size, shape, flavor. I grew up eating olives. I grew up brining and making my own olives with my Nanu Luciano. And so for this recipe, you can use plain black olives, which I have, or you can use these green olives. Any of them will be great. Just make sure that you get the pit out. I think I'm going to do a combination of the green and the black. I think that's going to be really pretty. And then last but certainly not least, we need our spread or our smear. I'm going to use red pepper hummus today. You can make this, of course, but I'm going to use Trader Joe's red pepper hummus because it's delicious and we want to keep this snack simple. So first things first, I'm going to take a paring knife. I think that's probably better. And I'm just going to cut away from the pit. I'm just going to use one green olive and then I'll dice it up. And I just want really kind of thin slices or bits of the green olive piece. There we go. That's perfect. All right, so I've toasted my bread. I'm going to use 2 slices of this right here. All right, so we have here Charisse from Chicago. We have Gwendolyn. We have Karen, Diane, Marie, and Roberta. I'm glad that you guys are here. Thank you for coming on. Charisse, how's the weather in Chicago? Is it snowing yet? I'm very curious to know. You guys, I am taking my first trip out of the country soon. I'm going to Costa Rica. I just started planning this trip and I'm very excited. I haven't been anywhere since we've started sheltering in place now 8 months ago. So I'm very excited. But I don't want to go to a snowy place. I definitely want to go to a tropical paradise. So I'm heading there to live the pura vida. Not yet, she says. All right, well, the snow's coming for you soon, I'm sure. I did hear that it was snowing in Grass Valley, which is where my stepsisters live. I can't believe it. There's already snow on the floor, on the ground in Northern California. On the floor, on the ground. All right, so you guys, what am I doing? I'm spreading coast to coast or wall to wall, as I always do. Perfect. And that means I'm going right up to the edge. I'm not leaving really any place here that the bread doesn't have any of the red pepper hummus. I want a little bit in every bite. So important. Now, one of the last ingredients that I could use as a topper are microgreens. So if you want, get those now. I have these here in a little container. Here's what they look like. This is called a clamshell. And I love it. It keeps everything really nice and green and bright. I'm going to use a little bit of these as well, just to garnish. So maybe we'll start with some almonds. I'm going to give these quick rough chop with my large chef's knife here. You can use any nuts too. You can use walnuts, macadamia nuts. Pistachios would even be fine and totally fun because they're green, and it would be a nice contrast to the red pepper hummus. And then you can use any hummus, of course. Lemon hummus, eggplant hummus, regular plain hummus would be fine. All right, so I'm going to do my nuts first, almonds first, because it's going to add a nice crunch factor, and I really want it to stick to the hummus. And then I'll do the next ingredient, which is the next sort of like soft ingredient. I'm going to do olives. So first we have the crunchy, then we have the softer ingredient, black olives right here. I'm just going to spread them on. I'm going to do green olives as well. This is just kind of for color as well as just kind of a different flavor, just like kind of going to give you a little bit of a difference. And then last but certainly not least, how about these microgreens, which I love. They add a punch of nutrients. Just having a few microgreens on your plate here or your dish, however you're using them to garnish, will add as many nutrients as you would get from having like a quarter cup to a half a cup of regular greens. So that's why I love microgreens, because they're super nutrient dense. And what I'm going to do before I serve it is that plate I use just to actually prepare. Now I'm going to slice them in triangles, although they're pretty already just like this. I can keep them whole if I want, but I'm going to slice them in triangles so that I have kind of like stacked pieces. So I'm going to use my big chef's knife for this. Cool. Perfect. And then what I like to do is take your platter, your plate, and I'm going to garnish the plate first. I think what I'm going to do is add some almonds just to kind of indicate that there's almonds in this snack here. And then I'm just going to like stack. I'm going to stack my toasts right on. And you kind of have to, this is kind of a balancing act here. So however it goes on, it's going to be great. Just let it sit down. Maybe a few more almonds, just to decorate the plate. And I don't know about you, but I'm very hungry for a snack. This looks like a perfect snack. Take a look. I don't know who wouldn't eat this. Seriously, I made this in just a few minutes. This is so simple. This looks so good. It's like it's begging you to take a bite. Yum, yum, yum. You can see, I want to just show you on the side, you can see the sesame seeds on the Ezekiel bread. Oh, looks so good. Fantastic. I cannot wait to try. Can I give it a little bite? All right, before I do, I'm going to give this food a little gratitude. Thank you so much, food. Thank you, God. Here we go. Mmm. Mmm. So good. Mmm. Okay, here's what I like about it. I love the brininess from the olives, the crunchiness from the almonds, or any nut for that matter. And then the red pepper hummus just kind of like brings it all together. It's good. It's really good. Yummy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We have one little question here. Maybe we have a few. Yeah, can you use avocado too? Totally. You could totally take an avocado. You could mash it up in a bowl and then use that as your base. Or you could do the exact same setup and just do thinly sliced pieces of avocado, and you can fan them out onto the piece of toast. That would be really, really yummy. Good suggestion. I might try that next time. I like this. It kind of reminds me of kind of like a Spanish tapa. It's got that like crunchy, red peppery, briny, olive-y flavor. So it's got that flavor profile, which I absolutely love. Mmm. All right, let's see if there are any questions. I don't think so, you guys. That was easy. Simple, simple. You guys come back for tomorrow because we have a delicious dessert in store. I have a guest on and I'm very excited. And if you haven't done so already, check out my cookbook. This is the November cookbook. This is what we're working out of. So if you want any of these recipes, this is where they're coming from. Tomorrow, we're going to be making spice blondies. These are spice pumpkin blondies, and I'm having my first guest here at Plant-Based Made Easy. I'm so excited to have my friend Cassidy. You can check her out at Cassidy on Instagram. She's fantastic. We're going to be gabbing. I'm going to be cooking the spice pumpkin blondies. She's going to be like commentating, being funny as she totally is. And if you guys have questions along the way, you'll be with us. So get the ingredients for the spiced pumpkin blondie and meet me in the kitchen tomorrow. I'll see you there. Peace.